All right. I am going to do just a quick overview of a flip analyzer that I use, and this will help you determine ROI. So, and I can send you this as well. But basically, what you're going to do is you're going to fill in the subject property and then the finished ARV comps, right? So this is comp number one that was rehabbed and it sold for X, right? And this is going to help you kind of work through and determine what you think the ARV should be if you do the work that you're considering. So it's all built in, the formulas all work, and it's pretty easy. It also allows you to factor in interest costs if you're going to use a hard money loan or if you're going to use a better loan or whatever, right? Um, and then it pours down through and spits out what your estimated profit will be and what your ROI will be. Now, this part pulls for the repair costs from this second tab. And this is one of the most comprehensive lists of work that could be done that you probably will come across. The key for anyone using this is make sure these numbers jive for your market, right? Because these are all numbers that I've used for Seattle, and I update them as I go, as lumber values went up 400% in the last 5 years and blah, blah, blah. So you want to make sure that this works for you and your market. The other place you could use is a website called bluehammer.com. And Blue Hammer, I have an account with them. I haven't logged into my password protector yet this morning. Come on. Right? So what this will do, and the beauty is it'll do it by zip code. So you could put your scope of work into this, and it'll tell you what they cost in your zip code. So if you don't have a contractor that's a friend of yours to do this for you, you can use Blue Hammer to do that. But that's how this works. And the other thing I'll show you is I don't have it saved, so bear with me. This is the one pager I was talking about, right? So you can figure out an ROI. You could even put ROI over here would be equal to the money invested divided by the difference between what it would have sold for and what it sold for. What it would have sold for as is, and what it ultimately sold for because you did the rehab. So that's the ROI. And thank you for asking this question because I didn't have that on my form. And now I do. So that's how you calculate ROI, right? It's if I spend 200,000, how much more am I going to make it when it sells out of after paying back the 200,000? What's the ROI, the return on the invested dollar? So that's how it works. It's pretty straightforward math. The reason I made the comment I made about sometimes people don't know what ROI is or how it's calculated because they don't. So you want to just have a pretty good handle on it. And, if we're aiming for 40%, that means if we spend 10 grand, it sells for 14 more. That means I paid back the 10 and I kept 4 grand. That's 40% of 10 grand. If I put 100,000 into a house, it better sell for 140 more, right? So I actually had an argument with one lady. She was doing the math wrong. She actually wasn't her. She didn't know the math. And a friend of hers said, "Oh no, that's not 40%." And I was like, you guys are way overthinking this. So it's better to have that conversation face to face, right? Because if a consumer is believing one thing and they're just wrong, you're not going to be able to convince them of that over the phone or over email or text, right? So anyway, hope this helps. If you have any other questions, let me know, and feel free to join us on Agent Power Huddle, 8 a.m. on Fridays. If you have questions and you'd like to ask them directly, I am there every Friday. All right, take care.